Just letting you know this is only my spoiler first impressions of the episode. Check my pinned comment for a free gift related to this video. And to watch my unfiltered reactions with exclusive bonuses, join my Asha Media TV Club. The link is in the description box below. Now, here's my afterthoughts of this episode of Fringe.
Mother effers! You brought me to a future! Damn it! They're gonna do it where he changes a future that changes a past. Okay, you know right now I am just on that brink of going on a what if? And I promised you as my viewers I wouldn't do that. And I'm promising myself because it's good practice. But my mind is f***ing racing. It is racing. So I'm gonna do what I did in the last episode. Reaction. And that is, find that scene. Focus on this episode. Give you an Ashamoji. And chill the F out. I'm trying. So, title of this episode is The Last Sam Weiss. And although I made an attempt to try to rewind to see a scene where he's talking about how he intervened and that's a bad thing, all kinds of ideas and some notes that I can vaguely remember from club members and YouTube viewers alike about their non-spoiler, or is it, I've been told, I've been spoiled on one hand, and then on the other hand, I've been told that I've been told wrong information. I don't know what's right and wrong. I just know what I resonate with and what I think I understand, whatever. Point is, in this episode, Sam Weiss feels that he's done something wrong in the level of action he's taken to help Olivia, and Olivia's justified it by the fact she's asked him. But then I'm saying that if so much of this is predestined through parchment of paper with drawings of people, where I think the observers may have something to do with that, okay? If they're time hopping, but then that would imply an ulterior motive on their end. I'm not going to get into that wacky theory because I think it's just going to bring me down a rabbit hole. And it's a whole mix of stuff I gotta always keep in mind, right? Okay, so, best scene. Sticks with me. Aside from the obvious one, which I get very sentimental about, and it's, Peter and Olivia, destined together to save the world. Alright, aside from that wonderful scene, I would have to say it's that moment where, as crazy as it may sound to some of you, but it just, I don't know, it sparked for me. And that was when Peter was looking at Olivia and Walter and understanding that he was confused, and especially when he said that line about, there's the two of you, it kind of brought me back with the feels of emotion that I was kind of going through watching young Peter in that episode. Can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, so I'll put it there on the screen, where he was, being gaslighted by his mom about his idea that of his belief that he wasn't in the right world. And when he wrote down that he was going home and what ensued after that on the lake, oh my God, because that was so emotionally crazy gripping, it tied in a bit with that moment of Peter looking at them, sincerely oblivious. It's like that young Peter that we saw traumatized and freaked out manifested itself in that moment. And Joshua's performance, especially through his eyes and his face, was just breathtaking. Oh, wonderful to watch. So that stays with me. It made an imprint. So that's my favorite scene. There's so many great scenes. And I'm going to leave it up to you for once, not for once, but always in every reaction video to share what scene stands with you, even if you've seen this episode a million times, I would like to know what was perhaps, if you can remember, the scene that stayed with you on your first watch, and then after subsequent watches, what ended up being a different scene if you did change your mind. that you hold dear with this episode. If it's a favorite of yours, I would love to just know that. I like perspectives like that in the comment section. Give me nuggets that ties in with the show, with other episodes. That's insightful. I like stuff like that. So aside from that, I kind of wish there was more information with the first people, but I guess since we've got more to go, they might divulge more later on. But it's quite enough, and perhaps I just haven't picked up on what's necessary in this episode, and that's that's a given for every single reaction. Ashamoji wise, I think it deserves a 1. I think the episode sucked ass. So that's my Ashamoji for this episode. How's my acting? You believe me? 5 Ashimojis! Yeah, it's 5, and it's awesome that I've had so many episodes in a row with 5 Ashimojis. And what's even more amazing is that my Ashamoji rating of a 5 is how confident I feel in it. I feel giving it that, not even finishing the episode. Like halfway through, I was like, yeah, this is gonna be great. And people, I know I've said this before, but I'm gonna keep saying it because this show deserves it. It deserves all this credit. I love the attention to detail, to realism on some levels, and it's refreshing to be watching a show that didn't have mandates to checkbox certain things. Because that scene where Walter is teaching Olivia, reassuring her, guiding her the way he has been in previous seasons. Let's just say that there is a current property right now that is out there where there is a mentorship from a male character to a female character that was just completely destroyed in terms of the realism of it. And instead, checkbox, no mansplaining was included in it, and it ruined the acceptance of that show. For some people, anyway. I know for me, totally turned me off to even care to watch the show. But I'm just saying that it's refreshing and amazing to watch a show that didn't have those kind of mandates by the network. And that in and of itself, regardless of how things unfold with this series, with, the end of it and all that, when I get to it, regardless of all that, Fringe has made it to my top 15 of favorite shows, because I've got a lot of shows that I love, but not necessarily in the science fiction genre. So if I had to categorize it in my science fiction list, which I haven't watched many of, and some fantasy that I watch is considered science fiction, so I guess it comes down to definition as well, but Fringe right now, so far, has made it to my top 5 then, so far, because how they end this show will determine its final status. Alright, so there you have it, people. That is my reaction to episode 21. Share your comments below. I look forward to reading them. And of course, if you want access to my full reaction to this episode, early access, mind you, because by the time you're watching this, I'm way ahead. Way ahead. I'm just giving you a heads up on that. Okay? Because club members get early access, and there is a period of time to which I actually accelerated my reactions because I had the time to do so. So, likely, as you're watching this on YouTube, I'm already halfway through season 4. Likely. You'd have to go and join my membership club to know for sure. So, until my reaction to episode 22, you know the drill. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe and check out my other videos.